Hi, folks. This will be a relatively brief video as compared to my last overview of week 4. This is the week 5 overview for English 2346, Introduction to Poetry. This is our last week. Some very important reminders that I'm going to deliver. I'm not introducing any new content in week 5 if you refer to the syllabus, but I am going to show you some things, bring some things to your attention. So we're going to screen share. All right. Okay, everybody is now looking at our screen. This is, of course, the assignments page on your Blackboard. And if you recall, right, all the assignments for the course are listed here. So we have 2 assignments due in week 5. These are essential and important assignments. The revision of your poetry project is going to be due August 8th. This is also technically the last day of regular class. That means I need all of your work turned in, all your late work, everything turned in by August 8th. For some of you, probably about a third of you, that is a lot of your work. A few of you haven't turned in anything since week 1. Really, what that's going to mean is you're not going to get a lot of feedback on it, if any feedback whatsoever, on what you turn in that late. However, I will take it up through August the 8th, okay? And then August the 9th is going to be your course retrospective. Your course retrospective is functionally your final exam. Let me back up just a moment. As far as the poetry project revision, what I need for that is the revision of your poetry project, if indeed you submit your first version in a timely manner. I've had a couple of them already submitted, and I've had one final version completely submitted and one partially submitted as of the recording of this video. But what I need as far as the revision is I need the revision that you create. If you're revising an essay, I need you to highlight the material that you revise in that revision of the essay. If you are creating a work of art, song, poem, etc., so on, the revision will be obvious probably. But what I also need you to do, and this is essential, is I need you to include with that work of art, with an essay, it's not necessary, but with that work of art, poem, song, whatever, medium other than a literary essay that you're doing, I need you to include a reflection with that discusses how the course material has influenced the creation of the piece that you're submitting for your project. That is essential. If you don't submit both of those items, the completed project and the reflection, then you will not receive full credit. For most of you, that's not going to necessarily affect whether you get an A or not at this point. Some of you will, because some of you are, again, have not submitted significant amounts of work. But again, if you look at the assignments tab in your course content, it lists every assignment, okay? And it gives you the link to submit. All the assignments allow for multiple submissions. You just have to create another attempt when you go in. If you have forgotten something, or and so forth, you just create another attempt with your submission. Okay. Also, what you need to do is to go through, make sure that everything that you have submitted has in fact been submitted completely. So make sure that the submission is there and not pending, right? So in other words, that you clicked submit and not save when you were going through that. Okay. So that is this material. Again, make sure that you are uh, submitting these last two items on time, because we are at the wire. And when I say that we're at the wire, I say that I'm telling you that I basically have a day or so, if that, to of turnaround before I have to submit the official grades to the university. So uh, this is important that you submit this material on time. Okay. And again, I said at the beginning of the semester I would take your late work without penalty, and I will do that up to August the 8th. That is the last day of regular class of the term. The term is over August the 9th. Okay. So that's where we are. All right. Um, so let me just show you real quick. Here we go. Course content. So here is the assignments folder that I was just in. Most of you know that this is where you submit your assignments. I'm just indicating that for those who have either only submitted discussion boards or are quite behind on the assignment submissions, right? So for week 5, again, I'm not introducing new material. What I have done is I have collected material that has appeared in other places in course content, and I've collected it relative to your revision of your literary project. Okay. um, Stuff that you might need. Um, if you are writing an essay, I wholly recommend that you look at my essay writing tips. They are specifically literary essay writing tips. Okay. And so I wholly recommend that you look at that if you're writing an essay. Again, if you are less familiar with literary theories and critical lenses, um, and arguing for specific significance based on a critical lens, right? The literary theory summary is important. Um, Poetic terms, again, if you're writing an essay, equally important. Even if you're reflecting on the um, composition, right, of a creative of a poem, right? Poetic terms could be important in that. And then again, sample literary or poetry projects. Again, these are not from a poetry course. These are from a world literature course. But again, the same sorts of idea. Okay, as and what students create and so forth. Okay. Um, Let me think if there's anything else that you need to know. Yeah, the course retrospective. Let's go back to the assignments page. Okay, in course content. So we go down here to the course retrospective. This is a two-page reflection essentially on your experiences in the course, right? Or with the course material, with the assignments, what you particularly enjoyed, what you may not have enjoyed. You can feel free to give me advice here, right? As you know, as to potentially how to approach this course in the future. This is a communication between myself and you. This Nobody else sees this. Um, if I don't know in the summer, I don't believe in the summer that you do course evaluations. if you're prompted to do a course evaluation, please do so, right? So that's a separate entity, right? But course evaluations are important, so please do that if you are prompted to do so. But the course retrospective is a reflection that is a communication, right, between yourself and me as to your experiences in the course. Okay. um and be specific, right? uh you know, as specific as possible, right? Okay, in that reflection. um all right, that pretty much does it for my overview of week 5. Again, absolutely essential is to get that material submitted as quickly as you can. um it is Thursday, week 4, as I'm creating this video. A number of you um, are engaging in the week 4 discussion board, which is great. Um, I sent out an email about the typo in the discussion board. The discussion board should cover weeks 3 and 4, not weeks 1 and 2. Logic dictates that, as you know, that's the subject matter that um, the questions are referring. The poets named on the discussion board are poets from weeks 3 and 4. But there was a typo in there. Anyway, so um, please do that, and please, if you have not already submitted your first draft of your poetry project, please do that. And that's actually due in a couple of days. But please get on that if you haven't, because if you expect any sort of feedback from me, because again, if I'm going to be inundated with uh, a semester's worth of late work, something's got to give somewhere. So please submit your materials as quickly as you can. All right. Um, Thanks a lot, and I hope you've had a good term, and I hope that you all finish as strongly as I hope to. Okay. Um, all right. Thank you very much.